Yeah, Helen is pretty wholesome too.
Helen looked around the room. Dozens of posters about anime and TV shows were on the walls. Stuffed toys were placed above the cabinets, and a giant rabbit figure near the door. Alright, let's take your alibi. I have my recorder ready. Start from the top. From morning of the day to the murder. Well, I woke up, got dressed, went to eat food with everyone. I spent time alone in my room by asleep. Someone knocked on my door. Jude was there. Jude and I went downstairs to the garage. Now said he brought me a giant rabbit figure, that one over there. It was my favorite anime mascot. Reiner, Suki, now carried a giant rabbit figure here. While I followed them, I opened the door for them, and they placed the giant figure here. I joked about how this creates less space in my room, but Niall was pretty comfy. He told me that he would check up on me after a few days to make sure I was keeping in here. I don't know why. They went away. They went away. When they went away, I locked my door and went downstairs to the kitchen, and hung around there, grabbed some food, and left. I encountered Hori while going through the main hall. She asked me to play basketball with her, and we decided, so we went to go play basketball. After I finished eating my fruit, we played for a little while. Rory started complaining about her normal clothes being sweaty, so and then went to change in the bathroom.
No,
Otherwise,
there is no
told me not to
bathroom. What are
peek.
you?
Oh, she told she said she went to go change. Told me not to peek, otherwise she would beat me up. And that and then entered the tennis room and locked its door. You both are girls. What's wrong with her seeing you? With you seeing her? Yeah, there's anything wrong, but I think she was trying to surprise me. I played in the basketball court alone while she was in the other room, and she took a while to change. Before I entered the basketball court, came back to the basketball court with her clothes changed. She looked fantastic in the gym outfit. Well, if I can meet her again. Oh god. I played basketball alone. Oh wait, she took a while to change. I messed up.
It's fine.
There we go. We played basketball for a while, but we entered to play tennis. We went to play tennis for a little while, but we went to go to the dining hall because we got hungry. Rory told me to go ahead while she put the rackets back and cleaned things. I entered the main hall and then went to the first floor bathroom. After I got out of the bathroom, Rory was at the main hall again. We entered the dining hall and met Jude and Yumiko there. Hori and then Hori soon followed me to the
Oh
main
yeah,
hall
yeah.
soon
Yeah,
after.
I mean, that's might have been a typo. I don't know.
Yumiko told us to go and tell everyone to gather here for dinner. I slipped up from I split up from Hori and entered the rec room to find Makai and Jack. I told them about dinner, then tried to enter the dark room to see if anyone was there, but it was locked, so I knocked. The door opened and Joseph was there. I told him about dinner and we went to the dining hall together. Everyone was at the dining hall except Mom and our bodyguard, Reiner. But Yumiko and Jude brought Mom after going to the kitchen to grab our family time. Everyone started eating their spaghetti. It was so good. Dad and Joseph did not eat though. Suki didn't want to eat, but Mom got him to eat. Get owned, nerd. After Give pone, nerd. L plus ratio. Eat your damn food.
Yeah.
After food, I was bored, so I went upstairs and watched TV in the fun room.
Yeah. Push it.
After I was done watching, I turned it off and headed to my room. And when I got to my room, strangely enough, the door of my room was open, even though I remember locking it. I figured that mom or dad invaded my privacy, like usual, like bruh.
Yeah.
I entered my room, locked the door, and immediately opened my phone, live streamed, and talk about the importance of privacy and personal space. So she's a TikToker.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, TikToker. TikToker modern girl, yeah.
Wait, you streamed during that? Wait, you streamed during that time? Yes. Do you want to link to my channel? My live stream during the time is saved on my channel.
Oh, relatable
Oh, that would be
subjects.
great.
Yeah.
Relatable subject. I don't relatable. I don't stream everything I do though. I do talk about like problems in real life during streams though.
Yeah.
I ended the live stream and light in my but couldn't sleep. When I exit, soon I left my room, then went to Hori's room and used a key card. Inside the room, I didn't find Hori. So I left and locked it. Went back to my old room, wondering where she might have gone to. You had the master key card then, but you lost it somehow when? I don't know, my mind was a little fuzzy after I found Hori to be missing and Dad to be dead. You can't blame me. Alright, continue. I was worried about Hori, so I went downstairs to meet Suki and Reiner there. Mom came running down from upstairs and yelled about how she found Dad dead. We started running around everywhere and finding anyone we can alert them about Dad's death. During this search, me and everyone else couldn't find Hori all in the mansion. Is she still missing? Yeah, you've got to find her! Helen got up to her feet, smiled, and threw a thumbs up towards her. Don't worry, your sister will be found. That's what detectives are for. You looked at her with big eyes and giggled. Oh, it's so wholesome.
Yeah, it's so good. So good.
Wow, you're awesome. I didn't know police were so cool. Of course we are. We are the warriors of justice. What else could be cooler than that? I'm sorry, Helen, I'm so
Yeah, yeah, he's
sorry.
so
It's
cute.
just,
Helen is also one of
you know,
my
I'm so
favorite
sorry
characters
to
too.
tell you. I'm so sorry to tell you what Twitter thinks of your job.
Oh yeah,
Oh
oh yeah,
God.
oh I mean yeah. I mean recently what's been happening, right? Yeah.
Yeah. As much as you want to help people, I'm so sorry. Two of
Yeah.
them exchange smiles. Gay.
That's nice. Oh god, two males, my turn I guess.
Oh, two pretty boys. Two pretty boys. Ayo. Baltimore was inside. Baltimore
Yeah, that's a
was
Mongolian name,
inside
so
Suki's room. Was inside Suki's room. Baltimore explained that the contents of his room and
example.
sat on the chair and brought out his recorder.
You're all by
You're
start.
at.
Yeah. Yeah, my turn I guess. You're all
Sorry,
by start
I'm
from the morning till the police came. Our family sat around the table in the dining hall to eat breakfast. I played basketball at the court alone. 11. I went out to meet Ryan and Jude also came. Me, Ryan, and Jude waited for our guest and we waited near in front of the door of the mansion. Joseph's car and Jack's car arrived. Mihal's car arrived and entered the garage. Jude, me, Reiner entered the garage. Joseph gripped me with a hug, then he went to the main hall. Niall asked Jude to call Mew. Jude left the garage. George followed him. Uh, Soon, Jude came back with Mew. Niall said he brought Mew a giant figure of her favorite anime mascot. Reiner, me, and Niall carried the giant rabbit figure into the main hall upstairs. Mew opened her room door and we placed the giant figure in her room. I departed and entered my own room. I decided to take a nap, but I realized I was so hungry, so I decided to go downstairs. I entered the kitchen. I told them I want to have a vegetable salad before dinner. Yumiko quickly cooked vegetable salad for me while I wandered around the kitchen. I entered the dining hall with my salad and quickly ate all of it. Soon, Yumiko and Jade came to the dining hall and placed dozens of pots on the table. Marianne, my mom, entered the dining hall and asked Yumiko to come with her to the library. The two of them went away. I scanned through the drinks and beverages and asked to drink tea with Jude. Jude poured a drink into a cup for me and poured tea for himself as well. We both moved to the hallway while drinking tea and chatting. Jude said he was curious as to what was going on in the library, so he left me and entered the library. I went into the bathroom to have a shower and a bath. Indeed, I relaxed in the bathtub. It was great. After changing clothes, I went to the dining hall and was there just in time for dinner. Jude Yumiko went to the kitchen and returned with Marianne. I didn't want to eat spaghetti. I'm starting to become not so huge fan of cow meat, but Mom scolded me into eating the food. It didn't feel great. George asked Dad to give George his test tubes and chemical collection that he promised to give him a while ago. Dad was happy to give it to George. 19. George entered the garage and pulled out the trolley and brought it to the main hall. Dad, George, me, Nal, Jack, and old Mihail all went upstairs and entered the garage and brought chemicals and tubes very carefully onto the trolley. George put a white sheet on it. After that was done, George, me, Nal, Jack, and Mihail went to the rec room to play some billiard pool. Along with Tema. And Dad became quiet. His face blew, and he left the room. His face became blue. It's a figure of speech, but it was kind of blue grayish. He looked sickly, almost as if he was about to throw up or something. Now, why will that happen? I don't know. Anyways, continue. We continue to play. I end up winning the game. I'm quite skilled though. What can I say? Mihail and George seemed too tired of losing. They went away. Soon Niall went away as well. It was a bummer. Jack was the only other person who stayed, but he wasn't concerned about playing. Jack and I watched movie on the TV. The movie finished, we chatted for a while after that, then we moved to the dining hall, then to the main hall. Niall, George, Mihail, Reiner were there in the main hall. Niall and George talked about how Reiner accused him and questioned him for a missing knife. Jack was furious. Soon they all decided to leave this place, so Jack, Mihail, Niall, George entered the garage while me and Reiner followed them. Jack went into his car, drove off the mansion. After the trolley was placed in his car in the car, Niall, George entered Mihail's car and Mihail drove. So the trolley was in Mihail's car. When Reiner and I went back into the main hall, Mew was at the main hall. Mom came running down the stairs, panting. She yelled that she found Timothy on his bed with a knife on his chest. Reiner told her to quickly call the police, and she did. Afterwards, we ran around, finding any way we could to alert them about Dad's death. We didn't find Hori, though. Alright, I suppose that's it then. I'll call you if I want to question you more, so keep a good ear towards your phone. Got it. Yeah, that's an alibi. I guess this didn't give us a super new information, but it tied up a lot of loose ends, huh? And also some new information was there, I guess.
Juniper was at the garage with Reiner. Juniper had told Joey to look over the body while she interrogated one of the suspects. So, you know what you did, right? Or I guess didn't do.
Yeah, I'm deeply ashamed of myself. If I had been more responsible in my job, all of this wouldn't have happened.
Anyways, at least you should give us a good alibi.
Right. I ate breakfast with the Sushihara family. Then I stood outside the building next to the front door, monitoring any suspicious activity. Nobody was seen outside around this time. Suki came out from the front door after us. Jude came out as well. Jude went and opened the door of the garage by inputting the codes. Me, Jude, Suki waited for our guests to arrive while standing near the front door of the mansion. Joseph's car arrived and entered. Jack's car arrived. Mihail's car arrived. Jusuke and me entered the garage. Joseph greeted Zuki with a hug and then left. Niall asked Juice to call Mew. Jude went and came back with Mew. Niall said he brought a Mew jam figure of her favorite mascot, but he needed a bunch of people to carry it. Me, Suki, and Niall carried the giant rabbit figure into the main hall and upstairs while Mew followed us. Mew opened the door to her room with her key card, and the three of us placed the giant figure in her room. I left the room and stood outside of the mansion to keep an eye out on who goes and enters the house. I was starting to get tired, so about 14:50 I entered the main hall of the house and then entered the garage. There's a little bed in the garage for me. It was warm, so I napped on my bed there.
Sleeping on the job, I see.
Most crimes are committed during the evening or nighttime. I was preparing myself for that.
Well, I guess it was the victim's fault for not hiring two bodyguards to change shifts. Go on.
I woke up. I realized I had napped for too long, so I went outside of the house. I was also hungry, so I entered the main hall and entered the kitchen. Jude and Yumiko realized I had no food and gave me the leftover spaghetti. I drank some tea and ate the food. Maria entered the kitchen and personally thanked Jude and Yumiko for the meal and then left. Jude told Yumiko to get a rest. She exited the kitchen. I sat there for a while, then left. When I arrived at the main hall, I encountered Maria and there was a table-like thing in the main hall covered in white sheet. We exited the mansion and we chatted for a while in front of the front door. Joseph came to meet us and said hi and entered the mansion through the front door. As soon as Marianne left, Jude came out of the building to meet me. He told me that two knives had disappeared from the kitchen throughout the day, and it was too suspicious. I said I'll keep an eye out on the others and entered the house. I entered the main hall about 21:05. I feel that the best way to monitor without disturbing the convenience of the people may be just stand at the main hall and observe people. I can assure that no one has entered or exited the main hall during this time. Joseph entered the main hall from the hallway of rooms and asked me to help him carry stuff. I walked with him and entered the guest room. I carried an already taped giant carton box with him. It was quite heavy. We entered the main hall to encounter Jack George, but we didn't talk. We went into the garage, placed the giant carton box in his car's luggage.
You didn't ask him what it was?
I didn't. Joseph is a trusted guest. Even if I asked, how would I know if it's a lie or not without opening the box?
Proceed.
We both exited the garage. George and I were at the main hall. George told Joseph to go home without him. Joseph went into the garage. I inquired from George and Niall about their whereabouts and I told them about how a knife was missing. George got extremely angry, saying that I was falsely accusing them of attempted murder. I told him to be calm, but Niall also barged in and suggested George to leave this mansion before any trouble came up. 23, Niall and George, however, still asked me to help find Mikhail. The irony of that. We entered the hallway 1A. I went to the bathroom to check if Mikhail was in it, but the bathroom was empty. When I exited, Niall and George were not there, so I decided to check the kitchen as well, but Mikhail nor Niall and George were there. When I exited, I met Niall and George. When the three of us went back to the main hall, we encountered Mikhail. Right then, Suki and Jack entered the main hall as well. Niall and George told them about how I accused them and questioned them. Jack and Mikhail were not happy to hear this. So Jack, Mikhail, Niall, and George entered the garage while Suki and I followed them. Jack immediately drove off. George brought the white sheeted table-like thing and put it in Mikhail's car. Niall and George entered Mikhail's car and Mikhail drove off. When Suki and I went back to the main hall, Mew had already come. So Marion came and told us about Temple's death. And you guys know what happened next. Yeah.
Well, that was a decent alibi, I suppose. I'll call you if I need anything else from you.
Right. Yeah, that could add it to alibis.
Okay. Clancy was in Yumiko's room. He scanned through the room with his eyes before bringing out his recorder and starting it.
I'll start from the top. The day of the murder.
Well, made breakfast for the whole family with Jude. After serving breakfast, we and Jude ate in the kitchen. We decided to read in the library, but I continued to, as I read in the library. When I exited and went to the bathroom to meet Jude. When I left the bathroom, I met Jude. He told me that anticipated guests have arrived. I went to the kitchen to make the spaghetti with Jude for our guests and the family as well. At that time, I checked it to notice that all the kitchen accessories were in place. Marianne into the kitchen and asked us what we were cooking. We said it was spaghetti, and she told us that Tenma was not going to eat dinner because he's going to have his once a week fasting. Marion left, and Mew soon entered. It hung around the kitchen, got fruit, and left. Suki then entered the kitchen, quickly made a salad for himself, and left. Left soon. We finished the spaghetti. Then Jude and I realized that a knife was missing from the kitchen set. We just assumed that we dropped the knife somewhere while cooking, so we didn't think much of it. We didn't even try to go
Yeah.
find it either. We taste tested the spaghetti, some tea, drank some tea, and carried it out and carried and placed giant pots of tea. He spaghetti set the entire dining table. Suki was in the dining hall just watching us. Marianne entered the dining hall and asked me to come with her. I did. We hung out for a while. Then we separated, so I went to the kitchen to clean some of the plates there all by myself. I went back to the dining hall to set the and Jude came to help me. We we just easily set the table. Mew and Hori entered the dining hall, told them to quickly gather everyone for dinner. Jude and I waited in the dining hall for everyone to come in. Tenma asked Jude to eat. Jude and I to eat. Jude realized that he left house members' personal cups and ketchup in the kitchen and ran to the kitchen. I followed him and when we entered, Marianne was there. I started searching and giving Jude cups I found while he washed it. After we dried them with a towel. I Jude grabbed ketchup, a few cups, and he grabbed a few of the cups, and we left with Marianne following us. We brought those onto the table and sat them down. Me and Jude served the guests as well as house members. Everyone started eating spaghetti except Tedma, Joseph, who ate nothing and only looked around and talked. Suki also didn't want to eat, but Marianne got him into eating food. Everyone drank tea except Makai, who preferred not to drink at all. The family members drank in their own cups while the guests drank in white cups from the set. Jude and I took all the pots to wash them after they ate, placed everything in the kitchen, then Reiner entered the room looking for food to eat. When realized Reiner was left out of dinner and gave him some leftover spaghetti and tea to drink. Marianne entered the kitchen and personally thanked us for the meal and left. You told me to get a rest. I took his word and exited the kitchen. I went into my room and locked the door and relaxed on the bed. And someone knocked on my door. I opened the door to bump into Joseph.
When exactly at 20 that this happened?
Um, actually, I don't remember. It could be 2030. I'm sorry for my bad memory.
Proceed.
Joseph said he needed the guest room to be open so he could pack the things he had placed there before. I went to the guest room and with him and opened up the door with my key card.
Oh,
As
not a key card.
expected,
It's a key. It's a different thing.
oh, it was just a regular key. Okay. As expected, no one was inside it. There was a giant carbon box that was placed there to help Joseph carry his stuff. However, and when I peered into the box, it was empty. I went back into my room and locked the door to sleep. A violent knock was heard on my door. When I opened it, Reiner said that has been killed. I quickly put my clothes on. You didn't have clothes on before?
I mean,
How?
I mean, she probably had like some
Did
like
you sleep naked?
bed clothes, and then not like pajamas. She probably had pajamas, probably.
That's about it for my alibi.
Okay, thank you for your cooperation. We'll ask you if something is needed.
Saying that, Clancy exited her room. Alright.
All right. Ooh, there's a long one.
Clancy went to the dining hall and called the others together. He also told them to compile a list of evidences from the alibis they have gathered. Soon, truth files began swarming inside their compile system.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, those are also stuff added to your truth files. So that's cool. Yeah.
Soon, Vladimir, Helen, Salim, Fushichin entered the dining hall one after another.
Oh man, now I gotta read stuff from the truth files and alibis. Lame. Why don't you Why did you even become a cop if you never liked reading? Because I get to flex my 200 IQ towards people like you who mock me. And I can read, I was just lowering your guard so to take you by surprise. What the hell are you on? We're on the same team, dummy. So, what should we do next? We read and discuss. We have a lot of information on our hands now, and the other suspects have yet to come. Do you have all the info we need? Should we also check the clothes of the suspects? There was a struggle between the culprit and the victim after all. Sorry to disappoint ya, but a struggle may not have happened. Look at this. I mean, to be fair, there might have been a struggle, but like, Fushichin is trying to say, you know, I mean, if you remember, there is a certain thing that Fushichin realized. And like, Fushichin like making this argument at this point is, you know, natural. If you understand what he's trying to refer to. So, which evidence?
I think the evidence of 10 must close at 18 would make sense. Because that's the only time.
Oh yeah,
like,
right. Okay, I presented that. And yeah, you were you were correct. You were really good. According to Marianne, Tim had wrinkled clothes and his collar was ripped during dinner. It's strange that only Marianne noticed this, but considering how I had to closely inspect him to notice this, it's easy for the unsightful to miss. I see. So, Tim was struggling against someone before 18 p.m. But with whom? I don't know about that. Maybe the other suspects can tell us when they come.
The 5 of them sat on the chairs and started reading files when Joey came into the dining hall.
Guys, the team checked the clean knife for fingerprints and found none. I guess this knife really is super clean. It just couldn't be that easy, could it?
Detectives read the alibis and true files carefully for half an hour.
What's the matter?
I feel like there's something off about certain alibis.
I feel so as well. Well, no use contemplating. Bring the one you suspect into the room and speck some truth under their faces.
Hey, let me plan things a little.
All plans are doomed to fail. You gotta live in the present, my girl. Make shit up as you go.
Stop telling me what to do.
It was just a friendly advice to my favorite police girl.
Kick you in the balls.
Salim, could you bring the suspect if one of us calls for them? Sure. Oh yeah, cool sound effect. So yeah, this section is like arguably the hardest section, one of the hardest section in the game, which is why I also added a hint system. So if you like talk to every suspect, you can get a hint.
Oh.
I mean, it's a joke.
I called Jude.
Okay, Jude. Salim went out and quickly arrived with Jude.
Brain.
So are you going to talk or accuse of lying?
Brain not working. I almost feel like he accentuated too much on him being on his phone a lot, and it feels like he's not being truthful in some way. So I'm gonna accuse him of lying.
I don't dare to lie to you, honestly. No, you lied in this part. Oh yeah. This is you realize why this section is hard right now, right?
Okay, so when did he say he was? But what time did he say when he was like on his phone?
Fuck. I mean, you can go press back and look at his alibi. Like the point of the alibi there is. I'm actually looking at it myself, so I can like if you like tell me to find something, I can help you.
Oh, true file. Here is alibis.
Yeah.
Okay, Jude.
Oh yeah, 20 p.m. It's Tim. At 20 p.m., Tim entered the kitchen. I was playing with my phone, so I didn't pay much notice to him. Yeah, but
you didn't pay attention at all because you were just on your phone. That just how much he accentuated that he was just on his phone. Just annoyed. It just.
Yeah, I mean it's relatable.
Right. It's funny.
Yeah, but you also like need an evidence to like point it out, because you know it's very possible that someone is lying but you just don't have the evidence to prove that they're lying. So you also have to like look at your true files, look at what you have and realize what you have, because a lot of true files got added, and also try to find a lie. So basically a contradiction between the true files and alibis. Basically. And yeah, this section is hard. Like, don't feel bad. Like, I know like the hint said some like irky shit, but it's just something I brought to pump people up. But generally, I do think this section needs a lot of hinting.
Dang it. You have any kids, dude Johnson? Okay. Crap.
Oh, wait, you're talking. Okay, okay. So please do, tell when you're going to talk and what you're doing on the other side, because you and I are not sharing a screen. Well, yes. In fact, I do. What? Are you trying to threaten me? If I don't take the fall for this case, my family will be in an unfortunate accident. If you're going to say stuff like that, then might as well oblige. But, anyway. Dude, what are you on?
Yeah, who the hell do you think you are?
Oh, we are. Yeah.
We're the good guys trying to find the truth of what happened.
Oh, sorry. I've never been interrogated by cops before. You all are looking at me with such deadly eyes. Especially him.
Jude pointed towards Salem with his finger.
Oh, him? He's always like that. Definitely born to be the bad cop. Shut up, or I'll throw you down a toilet. See what I mean? And I don't think that Fredo was a joke. He's the type of guy to wear all black clothes, frown all the time, and say stupid shit like, I don't do jokes. Hey, I don't wear all black, but the rest is pretty accurate. No wonder you're single.
Actually, I think I should choose a different.
So yeah, what you wanna do now? What are you doing on the
I'm
other
not
side?
sure. I'm not sure what to do.
I mean, you can like talk to every suspect and get the hint. I mean, the hint makes things so much easier, to be honest.
I'm gonna talk to Yumiko.
Okay. Okay, talk to Yumiko. So okay, I pressed talked, so we are going to voice act that. So, Yumiko.
Salem went out and brought Yumiko.
Oh, you're
Yumiko
on
to the
that part.
room.
Okay.
Yumiko bowed towards the detective.
Okay.
How may I serve you? Talk to her.
Okay, you're pressing on talk, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. So, Yumiko! Oh, fuck.
It's Yumiko.
I know.
Fushijin eyed Yumiko up and down. Okay. Elena slapped the back of Fushijin's head.
Hey, what the hell was that for?
Obviously being a perv.
No, I was totally using my detective vision.
Was that derpy expression on your face also necessary for your detective vision?
I just focused too much, okay?
Why do I doubt that?
Maybe it's because Fushigin has a maid fetish? Pathetic. Hey, that's private info, Galtimer. It's necessary to inform all sorts of truth to our team. Can't the guy have some privacy? Well, you never should have trusted your privacy to me. Fushigin will remember this act of betrayal.
Should I go?
Only if we say so.
Anything you want to add to your alibi? No, I have said everything I remember there. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. What do you want to do now?
Right.
There's just a
She's
funny
a
joke.
different person to talk to.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Marina.
Marianne. Yeah.
Solemn went out and quickly returned with Marianne. Talk to Marianne.
Okay. So, how's life going?
Fine. No. I guess terrible considering my husband has died and my daughter is missing.
Don't let it get to you too much.
You think it's that easy to stay calm?
I wasn't trying to say that. I was just worried for you, is all. Take care of yourself.
Thanks, I guess? Then she shot a confident smile towards her. Are you hitting on me?
What?
Just because my husband is dead doesn't mean I'm willing to spread my legs for any man who shows sympathy for me. You mistook me for a woman with no dignity.
No. No, that's not what I. How dare you? Our boss is way more cooler and level headed than your sorry excuse of a husband. He has the money
Wow.
and the power. If you don't take his gentle offer, then he might have forced you to submit in uncomfortable ways. Push it to shut the
What?
fuck up.
Smile. What the fuck is this just messed up? Okay, Mew, come here. Tell him, Casey, come here. Hello! Talk to Mew.
Okay.
So, you doing okay? Terrible. I'm worried about Hori.
Aren't you sad about your father's death?
Of course I am! But can't do anything about spilt milk. That is the word, or in this case, spilt blood. That is the worst way to think about it. But okay, still. Anyways, there should be at least something we can do. Something to find Hori, right?
Yeah, there should be. I mean, yeah. Okay, yeah.
You're trying, right?
So yeah, I think it's still your turn, I guess.
No,
But yeah, it
it
is
was
strange.
it's a, like, huh?
I mean, it is strange that Mew is so obsessed about Horrocks. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's at Fushishin.
Oh wait, anyways, there should be something we can do, something to find horror, right? We are. I mean, we are trying, girl, but unfortunately, I have no clue. It is. This is correct, right? Okay. So much for someone who claimed to have 200 IQ. Even if you have 200 IQ, you can't do shit without evidence. In fact, that's precisely why logic and human brain sucks ass. Can't do shit if the culprit didn't make mistakes and you lack evidence.
Stop making excuses. I don't care if you use logic or magic. Find my sister.
Stop shouting at us. We're not your pawns, and all this thinking really hurts my head, okay?
God, you're useless. Why does the police force suck so bad?
Oh, fuck you too. If you're so smart, do it yourself.
Fushiden got up from the chair and pulled out his badge, gave it to you, and headed out of the room. He's like, what the fuck?
He's overreacting. He'll be back. It really does.
He surely does
oh, yeah,
commit
your
to
turn.
all of his jokes, huh?
Yeah, your turn. Yeah, your turn.
Fushiden jumped back into the room with a smile.
Of course. When I do something, I always do it totally. There's nothing worse than being split and wishy-washy in the things you...
Then commit to it and find my sister.
Got it. You're starting to sound like a broken record.
What do you want from me?
Yeah. So,
Suki.
I think you want to talk to the other suspects also?
Yes, I'm gonna talk to them all.
Okay.
Okay, I got Suki. Let's talk to Suki.
Yeah, Salim went out and brought in Suki to the room. So you pressed on talk, right? Or did you not?
Yes, talk.
Okay. How are you? I'm fine. Fine, eh? Despite your father being murdered? It's not like that. I thought you were asking me how my health was. Aside from the recent stressful events, it's fine. Do you suspect anyone for the murder of Temma or your sister's disappearance? No. Why would I have? I'm not a detective. I'm not very observant either. You may not be perceptive, but I bet you're pretty creative. I guess so. I bet it's easy to come up with murder plans. What are you implying? I'm just using that coming up with invention ideas in school project. That's all.
Fushichin is just messing with you.
We have your alibi. Is there anything you would like to add on to it? Not much. I'm pretty sure I mentioned everything that's worth mentioning. Right.
Alright, let's try.
Yeah,
Talk to
in
Reiner.
order to get the hint.
Last
Yeah,
one,
Reiner. Reiner is the
Salam
only
went
one
out
left.
and brought one.
Yeah, left, right. Okay.
Okay.
Talk. Okay, I'm
talk to them.
okay. I press talk to. Okay, yo. Hello. So the family lets you sleep in the garage? Oh no, it's usually at the guest bedroom or the main hall. I'm supposed to be the guard bodyguard, so I should be alert, especially during nighttime.
Seems like a tough job.
Not as tough as being a detective. Talk about wanking yourself. Hey,
Oh god.
it's definitely a skill-based job. I thought you would agree with me. Probably, I'm not good with thinking stuff. I imagine it's pretty hard. Enough of that. I'm more surprised at how a murder happened and a person went missing while you were in charge. I'm so sorry. It's no use delving on the past. Anything dangerous you saw during the day of the murder? I heard that 2 knives went missing from Jude. We heard that from the elevator that was recorded. In that case, I really have nothing to add. Well, there was a waste of time, I guess. Yeah. Oh, however, a hint emerged since you talked to every single suspect. So you want to press on the hint because it will give you huge help.
Where's the hint?
You press the choose suspect part, and instead of 6 options, you have 7.
Oh, hint. Okay.
Way below there. So
Okay, to click the hint.
okay. I don't know what to do. They all seem pretty suspicious to me. Maybe you're just that suspecting of others. Well, I do have a suspect in mind. Your turn.
Who?
Marianne. I've been listening to what she said in her alibi. There's definitely some contradiction there. You think so? How do you know? Just check her alibi against other people's alibis. There's even a true file that contradicts her alibi. Sweet, but couldn't you just tell us what evidence to use? No. Why? Use your head. It's good training for you. Son of a, just tell us what the lie is. I'll tell you that Marianne lied in the area for her alibi that is before dinner. So sometime before 18 p.m. she lied. Also, this is a typo, I think. Fuck. Why don't you talk to Marianne and check your fury yourself? I could. Maybe I will. Okay, Helen's turn.
Also, I also have a suspect in mind.
Who?
Mew. She's suspicious.
Do you have the evidence to convict her?
Not the kidnapping or the murder, no, but definitely she's lying. Might have contradicted the truth file in her alibi.
Which one?
Ligma.
What is
Ligma balls! Let that giggle. God, his face is
You don't even have balls, neither down there nor up there.
Screw you! My boobs are enormous.
I mean, you could try and prove it.
Perfect.
Hey, you talked about balls first, not me. Let's just end this stupid talk and get back to work. Okay, so yeah, the hint is pretty obvious. Like, you're supposed to focus on Marianne and Mio, and Marianne lied before 18 p.m. So yeah, that was the hint. I think that helps. I hope.
Yeah, let's look at Marian's alibi.
Yeah, you also
That
have to
You want to pause the recording and take it up to tomorrow or another day?
Oh, I mean, are you tired? Yeah, I mean, sure, we could do that. So just end it here, okay?